Our first recipe is going to be twice baked sweet potatoes. These are going to be stuffed with a lot of delicious stuff. I'm going to start by washing them well, oiling it, and then seasoning with salt and pepper. Pop that in the oven, 180 Celsius for about 45 minutes until they're nice and soft. I'm now going to cut them into two, and we're going to take out that delicious goodness on the inside, all that sweet potato. Leave the shell and put the sweet potato into a separate bowl. Now, if you've cooked your sweet potato well enough, it should be very easy to remove. Once that's all done, we're going to mash it up, make sure that the mixture is nice and smooth, and then we're going to season once again. Season every layer of your food. It's so important. We're going to go in with our usual, our salt, our pepper, our garlic powder. Okay, and you can also mix things up, whatever you like. I put a bit of paprika, a bit of heat, and some herbs, whatever herb you like. I put parsley, handful of grated cheese, and we're going to also go in with some chickpeas to give that a bit of a texture, a bit of a different texture. I'm putting in a dollop of cream cheese. Okay, I used some flavored cream cheese, garlic flavor. You could use plain. The juice of half a lemon, and give that a good mix all together. Make sure everything is incorporated and even. Now, of course, we're going to put this delicious filling back into the shells. All right, they're really stuffed to the max here. Absolutely delicious. Keep that oven on, by the way, 180 C. And we're going to also use the broiler setting, or fan setting, and the top heating element. Adding more shredded cheese to the top, because who doesn't love melted cheese? And that's going to go in the oven with a broiler just for 5 minutes, just for that cheese to get delicious and melty. And there you go, a healthy, hearty, filling meal. Next up, we're going to start making our meatballs and spaghetti. This is a classic. Everybody in the family loves it. I'm, of course, seasoning my meat with salt, pepper, whatever spices you like. I have mint spice from South Africa. Chopping up my greens, some parsley, a generous amount. I love adding fresh herbs or dry herbs, whatever you have, and adding that to my meat. Now I'm going to go in with 1 egg, some corn flour, just to incorporate everything, get it all coming together, and use your hands, the best kitchen tool you have, and give it a good mix until everything is nice and incorporated. We're going to fry up our balls. Okay, we're not going to completely cook the meatballs. We're just going to get a lovely, delicious outside, and later on the meatballs will cook to perfection. As you can see now, I'm flipping them over. They are deliciously crispy. As I said, don't worry, we're not completely cooking them yet. We will get there. If you could be in the kitchen to smell this. Wow. We're going to remove the meatballs once they're crisp on the outside, and all that fat that you see frying there, that is just delicious flavor. Don't get rid of that, because we're going to use it to fry up our onions. So now we're starting with a base for our sauce. We've got, of course, our onions and fresh garlic. Okay, let that saute, don't let it burn. Okay, low flame, and we're adding in our tomato puree. I'm also putting in some water so it can be a bit more liquefied and not too thick. You can also add more liquid or more water as you go along, as you see fit. I'm putting in some lovely Merlot wine, soy sauce, sweet chili, Worcester sauce also works excellently in this dish. Give it a good mix and bring that to the boil. You just want it to kind of get a bit thicker. I'm adding salt and pepper, and of course taste and adjust. Always taste your food. I added a bit of sugar, it needed some more sweetness. Always taste your food and adjust. Be very careful not to put too much salt. Alright, now we're placing our meatballs in that yummy, yummy bath water. And we're going to let that cook for about 30 minutes at least on a low flame. Absolutely delicious. We're going to do a simple spaghetti. As always, just follow package instructions. And then you will have this amazing meal, hearty, hearty meal, spaghetti, meatballs in a delicious tomato, onion, garlicky sauce. You just can't go wrong with this. Enjoy! Next up, some classic chicken schnitzel. It's so easy, yet, it doesn't even compare to what you buy in the shops. I mean, fresh homemade chicken schnitzel. It is so good, so delicious. I highly recommend making your own and not buying it from the shop. So what I've done here, my secret is I seasoned both of the eggs and the flour. So I'm actually using breadcrumbs here. I put whatever seasoning I like in the breadcrumbs. I also put some sauce into the eggs. I put some sweet chili sauce with the eggs. So you're getting lots of flavor, as much flavor as you can out of this. Fry it up in a very hot pan, about 4 minutes on each side until it's nice and brown and crispy. And this is always a hit with the family. Can you go wrong with the homemade chicken schnitzel? I think not. Okay, make sure not to overcook it. And this is served best with, you know, whatever you like on the side. Vegetables. We do potatoes, rice. Fantastic, fantastic meal. And now we've got my husband's favorite, one of his favorites, a mushroom Alfredo pasta. Okay, it's a huge hit, and we're starting off with our roux sauce. So I'm melting down some butter, equal parts butter and flour, and we're going to cook down the flour with that butter. Yes, it looks a bit weird. We're cooking our flour in butter. Trust me, this is going to be an amazing roux sauce. So as you can see, I'm smoothing it out by just mixing it around in the pan. Make sure not to let it burn. Very, very slowly and gradually, I'm adding in my milk a little bit at a time. You'll see it thickens up very, very quickly. Keep mixing and slowly add on a low flame more and more milk until you've got the desired amount and desired consistency. Not too thick, not too thin. You'll be the judge. I'm going in now with a lot of mushrooms, and yes, it's from the can because I found that in this dish you really cannot tell the difference. So I'm seasoning now with a hefty amount of garlic, of course salt and pepper. Taste, see what you like, adjust as always. Absolutely incredible. Next we're going in with our cheese, whatever cheese you like. I'm going in with some regular yellow cheese, and put in as much as you like according to your taste. For us, the more cheese the better. Adding in a bit more here. This is also going to make it super creamy and give that delicious cheesy flavor. Again, adjust, see if you need to add any seasonings, and we're going with our cooked pasta. You've seen how easy it is to make pasta. Add that in, and now we're going to want to make sure that every single piece of pasta is drenched in this delicious cheesy roux mushroom sauce. As easy as that. Dinner is quick, ready in 20 minutes. Highly, highly recommended. So I hope you enjoyed. See you in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.